Yo, it's LGEEZ, you're watching Filter TV.
We don't talk in a court of law, true to the game, burn blue with a flame. You can smell the fume from the paint. You see the name stain when we pulling off the train. Spotters gotta watch out, like jewelry on display. Ay.
Me and Sam started doing music together probably 2012, but then we formed LG. We were doing so much music together, like we had like, you know, an album and a mixtape sitting there for like probably about 6 months, and we're like, you know, let's just call this a group. And we already had like a graffiti crew, LGC, that were both in from Melbourne. From that, we just made LGEEZ.
Because back then, there wasn't many people doing, there wasn't many people rapping in Australia. Like not many at all. There was just like a sort of, small handful. But I watched this video. I watched a lot of videos. You know, Hustle Hard was started doing their thing at this time and everything. And then I seen My Life by Flea. This is my life, smoke the best weed.
This is my life, trying to get clean.
This is my life, trying to get clean. Like that's it. And as soon as I heard that, I go, this cunt here. I go, who the fuck is that? I go, I want him. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna do music with anybody in Australia, it's gonna be him. And then like a week later, I get a message from my mate Hainesy, He-Man, who's from my area in Sydney. Like, yeah, we grew up together pretty much, and he knows Alex, so he knows Flea from Melbourne.
Shout outs to He-Man, my mate He-Man. He hit me up and he's like, you got to check my mate out. He's done videos for Hustle Hard, and you know when someone hits you up, they're like, check my mate out. You're like, you don't normally expect it to be like. And I was like arrogant when I was like 2011. I was like, you know, a little cocky 17-year-old, like I'm the best fucking man. And I heard this cunt, and I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck's this guy? I was like, this dude's crazy. And straight away I hit up He-Man and I said, bro, get me in contact with this dude. I hit Sam up. Sam's like, I'm a fan. And then, yeah, he came down that weekend.
It was like I had a whole bunch of shit half done. He had a whole bunch of shit half done. And besides the whole music thing, our lifestyles they were so similar anyway, you know what I mean? It felt like I've known him for years, you know what I mean? Now I have known him for years, grown together sort of thing, but his like the LG boys down in, because LGC was the actual crew down in Melbourne, but there's, like those boys, there's a whole bunch of love, you know, that comes, and it's sort of, I don't know, it reminded me of how, you know, my boys when I was in Sydney, you know what I mean? So same lifestyle sort of thing, you know, like we just gelled straight away, yeah.
If I'm to be honest, I think that was the first time that you heard in Australia that there was MCs doing double time wordplay over trap beats, over stuff that wasn't, because before that, bro, like I remember doing trap stuff in 2011, 2012, and like people used to say, this isn't hip hop. This is like what you're trying to be, like you're trying to be from down south, you're trying to be American. Like if you rapped over anything that wasn't boom bap, like back then, it was like not accepted at all. And I felt like that was the first. We did like a goon bag session together.
Trying to save my friends, might be too late for them. Trying to make amends, but never say amens. Trying to get paid, not get blazed for days on end, or chase the same flame that changed the fate of my old man.
We did like a few freestyle sessions together where we were doing stuff, different stuff, just stuff over trap beats, different flows, different BPMs, not just standard boom bap, standard hip hop. And I think that sort of resonated over time.
We followed up Cloud9 with a mixtape called Slap a Hipster in the Face, and that's like, when we released that, I was finally getting comfortable with being like getting comfortable with my own voice and being in the booth and everything like that. And we did that no comment track.
No comment. I don't feel like talking today. Honest, I don't even talk to my mates. Walk in the place, score, then I break balls in a 8, snort, the forms in a plates all in a day. Thank Lord, I ain't had to call in a favor. Humble, I ain't trying to war with a stranger. Crumble, I ain't never walked in a court with a thought of informing or calling out names. All I know is that L73, that TCOB.
And we should have, to be honest, we should have hit the ground running from there. You know what I mean? But like, you know, we all go through fucking, you know, trials, tribulations, whatever, but we're back now, and the shit that we're doing now, I'm really excited about.
We're always doing music. We've always been doing music. We've got heaps of music stacked up there, ready, but it's just a matter of like, we don't just want to put a project out like from when we're both in different states and we're not connecting regularly, and we want to put out something that's now and relevant. And like, at the moment, we're in a space where we're hitting the studio again constantly. We're making music, we're making new stuff.
We're just both in music mode, man. We've both had some fucking, like, put it this way, I've got a lot of content now. You know what I mean? I went quiet for a few years, but there's a reason for that, and I've got a fucking shitload of content to make music with, you know what I mean? And I just know that it's 100% this time because I haven't felt like this before.
I want them to remember us singularly as like Doc Flea or A. and Sunnah, but I want them to remember us as the the people that innovated, that made it okay to do different stuff, to flex, to do different stuff in hip hop and not conform to this like purist sort of vision that I felt like it was before that. Because even like our music still when it dropped, it wasn't received the same way that it sort of got received over the next year or two or even now. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't, I feel like it was a bit ahead of its time, to be honest, yeah.
To losing my shit. My business partner got pinched. Now when I'm in the car, whenever I hear my heartbeat, every time we pass in the pitch. And when you start depending on ends, people say start neglecting your friends. Well, no disrespect, but if you pay my rent, I don't have to cancel our plans.